know, I'm just trying to get home to my friends and family.
2,000 miles from home, 28-year-old Sarah Groh is confined to a hospital bed, unable to move.
All of a sudden, life just changes in an instant.
She and her fiance, JJ, were vacationing in Hawaii on Memorial Day when Sarah fell 9 feet from a balcony at a rental condo after she says she was drinking alcohol.
I just remember waking up on the ground, not being able to move or breathe.
She was airlifted to a local hospital and rushed to surgery, but the fall left Sarah paralyzed.
There is a fragment of bone that is still pressing on my spine that is causing me to be paralyzed.
Her only hope at walking again, a second surgery, where doctors would remove the L1 vertebrae and replace it with a cage and cushion. But her doctor in Hawaii wouldn't do it. Sarah needs to get back to California and find a surgeon at UC Davis or Stanford who can perform the surgery.
I really want to take advantage of that because, I need to walk again.
I feel helpless, honestly. Honestly, I can't do anything for her.
Sarah can't sit up to fly on a commercial plane, and insurance won't pay for an air ambulance. So JJ flew back to Grass Valley last week to try to come up with the money himself.
Can you afford $50,000 to bring her home?
Can I afford not to?
He's willing to sell everything and take out loans, all to get his adventurous fiance back home.
He is my rock, and he won't let me down.
Sarah is trying to remain positive, but hopes sharing her story reminds others to be responsible on vacation.
Because once something happens, you can't take it back.
What reason could you have possibly have had to shoot into a home with innocent children? Shame on you.
A grandmother pleading for answers after a fun Saturday night in front of her home turned deadly. Letitia Smith's pride and joy suddenly ripped out of her life.
He ruled our hearts from the moment that he was born.
5-year-old Xavier Smith was the apple of his grandma's eye.
He'll always be my Superman.
Xavier played for the Central Valley Jets Little League team. He scored his first big victory hours before he was gunned down, the bullet holes seen here on the garage door.
He was able to run the ball, and he said, "Grandma, all they got to do is give me the ball." He ran, got 9 yards. He hit his chest. He's all they got to do is give me the ball. And that's the last thing I'll remember from him out at that football field.
Xavier had dreams of becoming an NFL star one day. He also loved wrestling.
He'll walk up to you and do a WWE move on you in a heartbeat.
Xavier touched the lives of many. To the Central Valley Jets, he was family.
It really is like losing one of your own kids. He never gave up, and he was out there every day, practicing, playing.
Melissa Gutierrez is the team president. Heartbroken by the tragedy, she says she's dedicating next Saturday to Xavier.
Play this game for Xavier. We'll go out there and give it our all for him.
A memorial of everything Xavier loved now lies in front of his home. His grandmother's one last message.
Oh, Booba, I know you hear me, Daddy. I know you hear me. And I want you to know I'm always going to love you from the moon to the stars and back.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's with a heavy heart that we play this game tonight.
A typically roaring Friday night in the football stands turned silent for a moment as the stadium honored the life of a varsity player, Cameron Allison, who was supposed to be on the field tonight.
It's been hard. It's been rough.
Allison, a senior at Lincoln High School in Stockton, was killed in a car wreck this afternoon on Pacific Avenue when police say the car he was riding in was hit by a drunk driver.
The passenger in the vehicle, in the white BMW, was pronounced deceased at the scene. The driver of the white vehicle was transported to an area hospital.
This young girl says Cameron was like her brother.
Never thought it could be him,
20-yard line.
And it's crazy because I just saw him.
We're told the senior was on his way to suit up for tonight's game in Merced when the accident happened.
Incredibly sad.
The team debated canceling the game altogether, but then decided it must go on in honor of their fallen friend.
They're pulling it together for him. You see him looking up at the sky a lot.
And anybody that has any information, please come forward.
Words filled with pain and anguish from Paula Eade. Her 20-year-old daughter, Alicia Yeoman, disappeared a month ago. While investigators are still trying to find her, Allie's family is convinced someone has the missing piece of information they need.
This didn't happen out of thin air. Something happened to her and somebody knows.
Nearly 100 people gathered at an open lot on Highway 99 in Gridley, across the street from Starbucks where Yeoman worked. They wore yellow ribbons and lit candles.
Just to know that a young girl is missing in our community is very sad, and we just want to be here to support her family and know that they're in our prayers and we're constantly on our minds.
I have a lot of family and they have kids, and it just hits home. So just here for the support.
So hard today. It's just been sentimental. I guess just being a parent and knowing that it could be my son.
Yeoman vanished March 30th after leaving a friend's house on Romero Street in Yuba City. Allie's truck was found a few days later in an orchard off of a levee, roughly 10 miles away. One set of footprints were found walking from the truck. A passerby discovered her cell phone not far from that. And then surveillance video emerged of Allie's truck making its way up the levee and driving away just before it got stuck. Beyond that, the trail goes cold, but Allie is not forgotten, and this community is here to light her way home.
Bring Allie home.